that a sequence is an AP. How do we show it? A sequence is an AP. AP means arithmetic progression. Thank you. And there's something called arithmetic mean. Understand and use arithmetic mean. So if we're able to achieve this in the double period, if we have some extra time, it could be for practice. Extra time could be going to sum of AP if we are fast enough. Otherwise, tomorrow we look at sum of AP and that's all. Okay? Then we can go to G. So again, arithmetic progression is what we mean by AP. So the last time we met, we did some question. I showed you some example, right? So I will start that as a starter activity. If you're not able to do it, that's all right. Okay, but let's just see what we can do quickly. So the first question will be as follows. So let's write it as starter. The first question, or maybe the only question. Given, I'm just going to put one of the sequences in the book. Given the sequence 19, 25, 31, 37, so on, find A and D. You know what A and D means, right? Okay. 2, B. Find the nth term of the same sequence. Okay? The nth term un, use that symbol, nth term un, and find a 15th term. I'll change that. Instead of saying find a 15th term, let's put something more interesting. Find the sum of the 25th and 125th terms. Okay. Let's play with that. A and D, can somebody remind him? A and D, what do they mean?
Check the notes.
Check your notes. Did you write a note?
I wrote.
Come on, dude. This is what I don't like. Get serious with this stuff. I don't want to remind you. Yeah, Justin, remind us what A and D means.
Says A is the first term of the sequence, and then D is the common difference.
Thank you.
I think there's.
All right, quickly.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Miss Crystal. I'm going to write another question right away. So, are you done with the first one? Okay. Consider the sequence 17, 28, 39, 50. Show that the sequence is arithmetic. Find the formula for its general term. What does general term mean? Class, what does general term mean?
Enter.
N term, thank you. C. Find the 50th term. D is 325 a member, and E is 761 a member of the sequence. Solve this under this. Hopefully this is enough for this one. This is the revision of what we did before, but it's okay if you have forgotten. If you don't know how to do it, go to the ones you can do. The sequence is defined by un equals 3n minus 2. By finding un plus 1 minus un, this is small letter u, okay? Prove that the sequence is arithmetic. B. Find u1 and b. C. Find the 57th term. D. What is the largest term of the sequence that is smaller? It is smaller than 450. Which term is this? What? Of course. Feel free to move around to copy stuff. If we are able to get through with this, we have completed the first two objectives. Alright? All this we'll do together. I need you to just try first. And when we take the correction, we'll take more. Answer the question? Okay. I can give you the here. Let me see. Is this everything you did during the holiday?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You didn't have your notes? You didn't have your notebook?
Oh, no, I didn't.
You didn't have your notes?
Yeah.
Where's
So
your
I used
notebook?
paper.
That's
At
good.
school.
Oh. So just maybe use some punch hole and spiral stuff and keep them. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so if you need to check anything, I can take you here. You can look at, can answer from afar. So which question?
Those two on
The red one and the purple. The red one is number 2. The purple one is number 4. So basically there are 2 and 4 here.
28. I got both as well.
Feel free to collaborate, feel free to discuss, of course maintaining your
No, we're talking about 6, 17, 28. It's 28, right? Yeah, that's 28.
Careful. We can put an extra table if you want. Yeah, you guys can match that. Wait, because of the social distance laws. Sorry. So this is what in between both of you.
Put in opposite end, or do you just use it?
Put this here.
3.
I'm not agree.
So question 2 on there.
I'll just show you. You know how we used to do it? Yeah,
You know what I'm celebrating?
because it's
It's someone's birthday. One of my star students when it comes to piano stuff, I'm so proud of her. My wife is going to something this weekend. Yeah! This is Melody's birthday.
But it's also Star Wars. Yeah, it's Star Wars.
Who cares about that? I don't care about
I
that.
don't know that.
I care about Melody, not some star. Star what again?
Star Wars. Star Wars.
It's war. I don't like
The
wars.
sequel is terrible.
Dude, I don't like wars. But I love melody because of music. You know, it sounds melody, music. Is that why you love music? Because your name is Melody? Oh, so you have
You
that
named
name
yourself?
because of... Ah, I like
What
that.
was your original name?
Well, I should change my name to algebra right now.
No, it's a square root.
Square root. No, I don't like square root. Square root gets stuck sometimes. If you don't have a square number. Okay, quickly. If you're able to do the first one, raise your hand.
I think I did.
Okay. If you're on the second one, raise your hand. You're done with the second one, raise your hand.
I think I did.
Okay. So, shall we start doing the correction?
Almost no.
Number 3. Okay. Number 3 might be a bit tricky, so I will understand. That's 761.
What did you have?
7 equals 661.
The answer I got at the end was negative 5. I just used
Put
it.
it in there.
I got negative 1 in the end. I don't know how it proves anything.
Cái bài họ sẽ có
You think, see, how this 3A, don't think too much. Ints, substitution. That's what I'm going to say. Substitution. Int, substitution.
Now I know.
No, not that kind of substitution. When I say substitution, I'm not saying substitute n is equal to 4, n is equal to 5, no. Substitution, but not numbers.
Wait.
I get it.
Substitution, but not numbers. Is that tricky?
No, but I don't know how you're supposed
That's
to
the point.
prove
You know, you can't go away from me all this while and just come back and get it easily. I'm going to trick you today. I'm trying to be mean.
I got 1.
Yeah, you see? That's the point, bro.
this and then this.
Can be median. Can be median remote.
What?
Just be anything. Guys, I'm gonna do the first one so we can clean this part and I can put the fourth one. Okay, because we're just gonna be practicing like that. Except when I introduce the next thing, then I will explain because that's something new. Then you practice again. That's how we're gonna do it. Justin? Alright, so while you are working, you can just systematically pay attention. It's okay if you are still working on that, but please pay some attention and see if you have done something differently from what I'm going to do. Alright, so this doesn't require full attention, trust me. Alright, so the solution to this would be in this form. A is the first term, so A is the first one, 19. No need for working, just pick it up. Right? And D is the common difference. How do you find common difference? The second minus the first, or this minus this, or this minus this. That's all you have to do. So I'm going to do 25 minus 19, which is equal to 6. This is the only calculation you need to show. Nothing more. Okay? B. Joey, can you make sure? Now, B part of the question, the nth term. So listen. The nth term, UN, not United Nations, UN, is A plus n minus 1 into D, right? That's the formula for n term. Just substitute A and D. I told you last lesson on Zoom, I said the n term of an AP is this, right? UN A plus n minus 1 into D. But when talking about n term, like this one, this is the n term of a particular AP. An AP with known A and D. You already know the first term and the common difference. So the n term will only be in terms of n. But this formula is in terms of A, N, and D. So when you have a given AP and the question is talking about n term, we need you to get something that looks like this. So all you have to do is take the formula and substitute. That's all. So if you substitute, you get 19 plus n minus 1, 6. Yeah? And we open the bracket. 19 plus 6n minus 6, which is 6n plus 13. Who got that? So that's n term. C. Find the sum of the 25th and the 125th terms. Basically, I ask you to find U25 plus U125. This is what I ask you to find. You already have your UN to be 6n plus 13. You don't use this original formula. You use what you have just derived yourself. Because that only depends on the value of n. And the values of n are 25 and 125 respectively. Yeah? In these two. So, this will be U25 from here will be 6 times 25 plus 13. U125 will be 6 times 125 plus 13. The first one is, what is the first one? U25.
163.
16 what?
63.
3. And the second part is?
763.
763. And everything will be?
926.
926. And that's all about the sum.
Mr. Daniel?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay if I took out the brackets, but I didn't add 13 into it, and added all of it?
What do you mean?
So like instead of like, so when I took out the brackets, I just wrote 150 and 765 plus 30 plus 13.
That's okay. But what I'm trying to do here is, this represents this. That's why I have to do it together. So you should do something that, you might want to do U25 first, U13, U125 next, then sum it in another step. That's okay.
6 to 19 is
Understood?
13. So 6
Alright,
plus 13.
the next thing here, consider this sequence, okay? Show that the sequence is arithmetic. In this case, all you have to do is show that your common difference is the same. So, my common difference is 17 minus 6, which is what?
11.
11. Or, common difference is 28 minus 17, which is equal to? Or, common difference is 39 minus 28, also 11. Or, common difference is 50 minus 39, which is equal to 11. Since you have, from the terms that you already have, because you can't have more than 4 or 3. So you are not going to, don't expect to do common difference like 10.
So how many times do you do it?
I just use all the terms that I have. Usually when you have the first 3 is okay.
Oh,
Okay, so if you just show 1, 2, 3, that's fine, really. But this is not expected. Okay, this is not expected. This is how we show that something is an AP, really, not this one. Okay, I'll show you this when we get there. So, guys. So since the differences are the same, then it is indeed a common difference. So therefore, it's an AP. That's all. Okay, since D is same. Okay, so therefore it is an AP. This is enough. B. Find the formula for the general term. I asked the other time what a general term means. I think Justin said n term, and that's correct. So again, what is our A? Un is equal to A plus n minus 1 bracket D. You remember this? You must always remember. Now what's our A in this problem?
6.
6. And what's our D? 11. So we simplify again. 6 plus 11n minus 11, and that is 11n minus 5. So this is our general term. Did anybody get that? Good. Then C. C says 50th term. Term with position 50. So that's U50. So 11 times 50 minus 5. What do you have?
545.
545. Okay? Easy. Okay? Then D. How do you do this? Is 325 a member?
you take
Substitute.
Substitute UN.
UN for that. Okay? So you say from, right? UN, because we just figure out what our UN will be. UN is what? 11n minus 5. In this case, it means that 325, right? Or 11n minus 5 is 325. If it is a member, right?
But do we need the top line?
No, you don't have to.
You just start on the second line.
Yeah. So this will be 11n equals 325, right? Plus 5, which is equal to 330. So if 11n is equal to 330, then n is equal to what? 330 over 11, which is equal to 30. So does that make it a member?
Yes.
Yes. Therefore, it is a member. In fact, it is the 30th term. You don't need to put the in fact part. It's just providing more information. It is a member because it got an integer, isn't it? Okay. Therefore, it is a member. When you calculated the other one, was it a member?
No.
No.
Did you get a fraction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then that's why it is not a member. Okay? So we move on to the last one. Any good news with the first one here?
Everything except.
Good news?
No.
Okay, let's do this together. Joey, make sure we have this.
Okay.
I hope everything has been covered, even here too.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, the sequence is given by that. By finding this minus this. You see, this is the general way of finding a common difference. Do you agree? Un plus 1 minus un mean un is an n term. Un plus 1 is the term after it. Right? So when you do the term in the front minus the term behind it, what are you trying to calculate? The common difference. So by finding common difference, that's what it's saying. But we are not finding common difference because this is not like this case where your common difference is a number, a bunch of numbers. Okay? So what do I mean by substitute? Good. From un equals 3n minus 2, un plus 1, which means n now changes to n plus 1, will be 3n plus 1 minus 2. Confirm?
Yeah.
Is that okay, everyone?
Yes.
Sonia? Okay? So that gives 3n plus 3 minus 2, which means this is 3n plus 1. So this is our un, this is our un plus 1. Careful. Rita, be careful. Does it make sense? So by considering this minus this, so common difference is un plus 1 minus un, which is 3n plus 1 minus,
3n plus bracket.
Plus 2.
then we simplify. Joey, confirm that we have this?
Yes.
Okay, and this is what? Now, how can I conclude that it is an AP? Anyone?
There's no n in the answer.
There is no n in the answer. We got a constant. So regardless of what n is, we end up getting a constant. Look at it. When you consider this is u1, u2, u3, u4, u5, right? In this case, I consider u2 minus u1. I get a number. I consider u3 minus u2. I got the same number. So regardless of my position, the value of n, I keep getting a number that is independent of n. A number without n. So that shows that this is indeed a common difference. If, peradventure, I got this to be 3n, then that is not a common difference. Because when my n is 1, that will be 3. If I change the value of n, the difference will be different, it will not be the same. Then that is no longer a common difference. But this is a common difference because no matter what my n and n plus 1 will be, I still continue to get my 3. So if this is u100 minus u99, I still get 3. If this is u1 million minus u999,000 blah blah blah, I still get 3. So it is indeed a common difference because I did not specify n. I use an arbitrary. You know what I mean by arbitrary? A random n. It's like saying, oh, for whatever n. Whatever could be anything. So if for whatever n it works, then it works for everything. Am I making sense? But if you picked, now this is the difference between IGCSE and IB. In IGCSE, you probably do this baby method. In IB, this is how you show something. Because you show in general. And when you are showing in general, you don't substitute numbers. You prove for a particular variable. You assume a variable. Oh, let's say n, let's say the number is w. Then you work with w. And if you can get your answer with w, remember, you do not know what w means. And that thing works for w. It means for whatever value w holds, it must work. Am I making sense now? So this is the difference. Okay? And so this is a constant, then it's an AP. That would just be our conclusion. Since D is a constant, okay, then the sequence is arithmetic. That's all. Okay? And I think the rest is easy. Find U1 and D. What does U1 mean?
First term.
Another notation for that is
A.
A. Find the 57 term. I think I'll be interested in D now. You should be able to do B and C yourself. B, C, DIY. So let's look at D. Everybody, what is the largest term of the sequence that is smaller than 450? Advise me, what do I do?
So still substitute 450 for UN.
Okay, so tell me what to write.
450.
450 equals 3n minus 2.
No.
Would it be less than
Smaller or
enter?
equal
The
to?
largest term of the UN, of the term. What is the term? Why do we represent the term?
UN.
UN. When you're talking about the largest term, any term is represented by that.
Oh.
Okay? So that's 3n minus 2 is less than 450.
It's not inequality.
Does that make sense? So you have 3n less than 452. Agreed?
Yep.
So n, you're dividing by 3. Do you need to change the inequality sign? No. Okay. So you have 452 divided by 3. So n is less than, this is 1, and 15 is 5, and this is 0, 2/3. Do you agree?
Yes.